Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Lawrence. I am training manager at Sopra Steria Academy. And I would like to share some practical information with you before starting this conference. So please note that this conference is also translated into French. So you can select your preferred language directly on this Teams channel, with English and French transcripts available via links shared in the chat box. A replay of the event will be available soon. And you will be invited to react and ask questions to our guests throughout the conference. There will be a dedicated time towards the end of the event. I would now like to let Ishika Nanda introduce this conference. Ishika, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Lawrence. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live conference part of the Learning World Tour, where we will delve into the topic of tips from a boxing coach thriving through diversity. So thank you, Ms. Poonam Beniwal,
It's my
for,
pleasure.
for joining us for this session. Ms. Poonam is a distinguished figure in the world of sports, currently serving as a senior development officer at TOPS Target Podium Olympic Podium Scheme under Sports Authority of India. With over 15 years of extensive coaching experience, she has mentored elite men and women boxers to success. Her expertise is recognized globally, having been a member of International Boxing Association Women Commission from 2014 to 2019, an AIBA two-star coach, and an AIBA cutman. Ms. Beniwal's qualifications are exemplary. She is an ASCA Level 1 strength and conditioning expert and topped the All India Coach Education Program in both boxing and sports science as conducted by Sports Authority of India and BFI through the National Testing Agency in June 2020. Her academic credentials include an MSc in Sports Business Management from the Sheffield Hallam University, England, where she was also a British Council Chevening Scholar in 2008-2009. Her athletic expertise is equally impressive, being a national champion and best boxer. Additionally, she has contributed significant research on the promotion of women's boxing, specifically analyzing key projects and initiative to the Amateur Boxing Association of England. Ms. Beniwal is actively involved in Sports Authority of India projects such as Edu Sport Program, the Top Scheme for Boxing, and the Boxing NCOEs, demonstrating her commitment to advancing sports in India. So now I would like to ask a few questions to Ms. Poonam Beniwal. So here's your first question. Please, can you share your journey from being an international coach to becoming the coach of Indian Olympic boxing team?
Thanks for a great introduction. Hi, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce myself here. I used to be very studious. I was not having so much confidence. I do remember my younger sister used to box and she was national champion. I do remember the incident. I was studying in 10th standard and some boys say something me and then I was crying in front of my sister and my sister said you should start boxing. You will have confidence and you will become more confident in studies as well. Then my younger sister was inspiration for me. I started doing boxing training and then slowly and steadily I become confident and side by side I was doing my studies. I became national champion and then rest of the history.
Great. So that is a very interesting journey, I would say. So moving on to my next question, I really want to know that, who were your role model while you were growing up? And in what ways did they inspire you to pursue boxing and also embrace diversity?
When I was kid, I used to watch lawn tennis matches. So I used to watch Steffi Graf. She was my role model. But when I started boxing, doing boxing, then I used to look up to Muhammad Ali, then my sister, and then when I became national champion at the international stage, one of the finest boxers in India, Akhil Kumar. I'm huge fan of his Olympic style boxing. So he was my role model when I was competitive boxer and when I came to coaching even I learned most of the coaching skills from Akhil Kumar. He is Olympian Commonwealth Games gold medalist. He is perfect role model for me for my life journey.
Great. So all the credits to Mr. Akhil Kumar. Uh, so now, how do you integrate diversity into your coaching methods? And why do you believe it's important for the team success?
When it comes to coaching, coaching is at different level, like grassroots level, development level, and high performance stage. Right now, I'm working as the high performance stage. At the high performance stage, when you are preparing players and athletes for Olympic, you have one Olympic cycle. And during that, you have got different kind of boxes, and it is like a basket full of vegetables. Some are potatoes, some are onion, some are tomatoes, some needs to be outside of refrigerator, some needs to be in refrigerator at different zones, and some of them needs to be in deep freezer. So we have bunch of diverse players. So a coach needs to have that kind of intelligence to keep the athlete in required zone. So you meet the different various kind of boxers. They are from different social background. They are from different states. In India, it's like some are from northeast, some are from northern region, some of them are from southern region. So when you are leading a team at national level and you are training in a national squad, so there you need to be very diverse leader. You need to be fulfill the demands of the boxers at the high performance stage as per their individualization of the training. Maybe some of the boxers require good sparring sessions. Maybe some of the boxers are prone to injury. They will require more scientific support. So there are different, there are different boxers, so their requirement are different. So I need to be very diverse when I'm leading a Indian boxing team.
And I'm very intrigued to, know if you can tell us some of the challenges that you have faced in promoting diversity and how you have overcome them.
See, when you are dealing with boxers, a boxer is very, an international boxer especially, who is supposed to give the performance at Olympic level. He is very perishable item. So you don't know when they get angry. You don't know when they get emotional. You don't know when they become very lenient in their training. Because a sports person is an emotional person. He wins, he feel happy. He loses, he or she feel very it is the end of my career. And so I have to deal with them emotionally. And when it comes to winning and losing, I always used to tell them it's the things matter that you participate at that level. So I have to deal with different kind of sports person. I have to deal with according to their demands. Like I do remember when I was doing training with Mary Com. She is Olympic medalist from India. She is very quick and witty. If she wins, all the team members are in winning zone. If she loses, she is motivated from all of the other team member. Then we have to tactically manage all the team in that way. So it's challenging, but it's an enjoyable journey. You enjoy it because every day you do experiment. Every day you learn different things because you are all the five fingers are not equal. So the team members are like this only. Some of the boxers need to reduce the weight, so they may be reducing the 2 kg weight or 4 pounds weight in a week. So you just understand the situation of a boxer from his or her point of view, then take the decisions. So it's enjoying journey.
So while enjoying the journey, you learn, you unlearn, and then you relearn. And
Yes.
then there is a process of customization, understanding their need, and then working accordingly. So, which comes to my next question, which is also a very, trending topic these days, is mental health. So, how important is mental health in athletes' performance? And how do you support your athletes in this regard? And if you can share any specific practice or routine that you encourage your athletes to follow their mental well being.
See, what people see or laymen see, like boxing, wrestling, weightlifting, all these sports are, very physical demanding. And, if you are mentally health, if your mental health is okay, then only you can perform physically. So mental health for a boxer is very much required. It is the basic requirement because, these days you won't believe sports sciences has become so important in a career of a sports person. These days you have got psychologist, sports psychologist working with the team. You have got the sleep therapist working with the team. So as far as mental health is concerned, all the boxers win the Olympic bout if you are mentally okay. And your mental health is related to your emotional health, and your emotions are engaged with your winning or losing and your learning, your evaluation. So you have to keep a boxer in that mental fitness zone. On the required day, he can give his best so that he become Olympic champion or world champion.
That is really interesting to know all the advancement in sports that is going on. So my next question is, what is your core philosophy when it comes to coaching athletes at the highest level? Are there any specific technique or strategies you use to improve your athletes' performance that you can share with us?
Yeah, I would like to answer your first question. This is like when it comes to training the boxers or any athlete as at the high performance stage, you need to be focused, and you as a coach you need to be fulfill his or her individualized training program, because at the high performance stage, when your boxer's training age is 10 years 15 years, and he or she knows what exactly she requires at that stage, you might have 10 different boxers in 10 different weight categories. One will be like 51 kg, one might be 91 kg. So there is a huge difference between 51 and 91 kg super heavy weight boxer. So he might need super heavy weight boxer, might need good sparring partners. 51 kg boxer might need, she or she may need to reduce the weight in a stipulated time. So individualization of the training is important aspect when it becomes to high performance stage at the highest level. And when as a coach or high performance manager we are following it, we need to take care of all the corners of the coaching, like good coaching staff, good sports sciences backup, good administration from government point of view, from federation point of view, because it's a teamwork. It's not an overnight result one gets at the Olympic stage or world level stage. So first is individualization of the training, and then you have to cross check each and every aspect required for the high performance of an athlete. It comes to sports sciences. Within the sports sciences, you need to check various departments. You have got good psychologist, good physiologist, good SNC, good biomechanist, good video analyst, good physiotherapist, doctors, measures. So you have to take whole team together. Same is there in private sector as well. If you are CEO of a team, you need a good team. You need a good HR manager. You need a good, team leader of marketing and then sponsorship, etc. So it's a teamwork.
So it's a teamwork, it's a team collaboration. And when we are talking about a team leader or a team collaboration, so leadership also plays a very important role.
Yeah.
Which is going to be my next question, that how important is diverse leadership in sports and what impact does it have on young athletes?
See, these days in every aspect of life, whether it is marketing, sponsorship, sports, politics, everywhere, you have got competition everywhere. So you need to be diverse. You need to be unique. And in sports, a coach or team leader or a high performance manager needs to be of very diverse personality. There are different style of coaching we follow in coaching. One is like submissive style. You can't be submissive these days. You can't sit in a corner and watch the whole scenario going on. You can't be dictator. One style is dictatorship. These days, everybody is aware about his or her rights. So you can't be dictator. So you can't say you have to do 1 hour training and you have to strictly do this. Children or the players will ask why I should do this and how I'll do this. So, and the third is like you have to be a bit flexible. You understand, you need to have that kind of diverse nature in your coaching style so that you can change your training program if required as per the requirement of the boxers. So in my personal view, one needs to be very diverse and flexible when it becomes to be a leader in the sports industry. And when you are working as a team leader, all the young buddies, they look up to you as a leader, as a role model. So you need to do all those things which you want to do your teammates to do.
Yes. And while we are discussing all the coaching methods and everything, I really want to know that as an individual, how do you manage the balance between the intense demand of coaching and your personal life?
See, when it comes to coaching or being administrator in sports industry, it's 24 by 7 job. You plan for, you know, an athlete's career. It's like long-term development plan for an athlete. It's from one Olympic cycle to another Olympic cycle. We have to plan for 4 years. In between that, you have got from one Olympic to another Olympic. You have got world championships, small stepping stones. You need to do a long-term development plan, then short-term development plan to achieve that aim. You have to set small objectives, like how you will qualify for the Olympics, how you will get continental quota, how you will plan to become national champion. From smaller to bigger task, you have to plan very effectively. You have to plan, evaluate, then re-evaluate. So it's very flexible plan, and it's very, from time to time you need to change that, because sports is an injury prone as well. So maybe you are planning for a boxer for this Olympic cycle, and from very much 6 months before the Olympics, he or she got injured. So you have to you have to be ready with the B plan as well. So when we plan, it's like long-term plan, and I have to give my services 24 by 7. And sports person are emotional as well. Sometimes they may phone you up at midnight. Coach, I'm not feeling secure in this weight category. I need to change the weight. So you have to answer their calls. And when it becomes, when you're working at a high stage, it becomes passion for you. And but side by side, you have to look your family as well. It's like it's not a impossible task, but I'm managing this. Because of support of my family, you can say. My mother is taking care of my daughter, so it becomes easier for me to work as a 24 by 7 administrator and sports coach.
Yes. So now that you have mentioned about support system in your life, which plays a very important role in everybody's life, so I really want to know how important is the role of a support system in an athlete's career and how one can build a strong support network.
In any phase of life, whether it is childhood, adulthood, or you might have read about the 7 stages of life. At every stage, you need a support system. Without an effective and efficient support system, you are nothing. If you are starting your career as an athlete at the grassroots level, you will need grassroots coach. You will need your family support to send you to everyday morning and evening training. When you become at the development level athlete, you need to shift your base from your grassroots academy to any national center. There you need development level coaches, sports scientists, and even money. Money is also important. Then you need the sponsorship. Then you need the government support. So this is a whole support system, and it's like a pyramid. And from development stage, when you become at high performance stage, that at that pinnacle, you need the what I can say, very effective and efficient support system. You need the money, you need the sports scientist, you need the good coaches, you need international exposure, you need good infrastructure, you need various sparring partners. And for all this, you need a good support from federation, you need a good support system from government, coaches. So it's whole teamwork. You need that team cohesiveness to become a successful Olympic medalist boxer.
And what advice would you give to young athletes who come from diverse background and aspire to reach the Olympic?
See, every time I used to say, I like one of the quote of Muhammad Ali: champions are not made in the gyms. They are made something they have deep inside them, a desire, a dream, a vision. They have to have the skill, they have to have the will, they have to have the speed and stamina, but their will must be always greater than skill. You will learn the skills, but you need to have that kind of willpower, zealousness in your heart to win. So the sports person, maximum of the sports person come from humble background in boxing, wrestling, weightlifting, from the diverse background from India. And you need that willpower. Rest is ours work. So we will nurture your skills and everything. So to the young athletes, I would like to suggest you just burn the willpower in your heart, and you can achieve anything.
So amazing. Maybe now let's open the floor to questions from the audience. So, what would you like to ask Ms. Poonam Beniwal? So let's see. I think we will going to get a lot of questions because the topic is very interesting. So the question one for you, Ms. Beniwal, as an Olympian, what specific dietary practices or nutritional strategies do you follow to maintain peak performance for yourself and the team? And how do you tailor your diet during the training versus competition period?
See, a car runs the type of fuel injected in it. So you need to have balanced diet at the Olympic level or world level, or even at the national level as well. Because what you eat, you become that. So in combat sports, you have to maintain the weight as well. So you need a balanced nutritious diet, and we have got the dietitians for that. They know what kind of carbs you need. They know what kind of protein you need, how much fat you should have. It's like 15%, 16%. They evaluate and check. And sports sciences plays a key role in this. So a sports person, especially a boxer, needs to keep a close check to his weight category. And when you keep your balanced diet and your weight category in focus, you become fit. You become a good endurance level, strength, and you perform at a highest level.
So the next question is, as an Olympian, have you experienced firsthand the discipline, teamwork, resilience required in sports? And how do you see these qualities translating into a corporate culture? And what lessons from your athletic career do you believe can be most beneficial in fostering a strong, positive corporate environment?
See, I can finally correlate sports with this corporate sector because in sports, you need good sportsmanship spirit. It means you have to be happy in any situation, whether you win or lose. You have to be having learning attitude. You have to be, keep a positive mindset. Same in corporate world as well. Sometimes being a CEO, being a manager, you will get good deal. Sometimes you may not achieve what you have planned in the meetings or whatever the you can agenda or task you have been given. So just be a sports, have a good sportsmanship spirit in you. Be positive mindset, and winning and losing are the part of game. Just keep a learning attitude. Learn from your lose when you lose, and just winning always makes you better feeling. So it's like learning attitude. Keep a learning attitude. You will be very successful in the corporate world as well.
So, having a learning attitude and sportsmanship is the key.
Yes.
And moving on to the next question, since you shed light on mental health importance in sports, considering that beyond physical skill, have you noticed any unique mental or emotional strength that boxers from diverse backgrounds bring to the sport?
When it comes to mental health, the reason may be different, but when a person is mentally affected, it one a coach, an intelligent coach can see in the practice session. I do remember many cases. One of my one of my boxer, he was not focusing. He was not looking focused. Then I asked, "What is the reason?" He said, "Nothing. Nothing. Everything is okay." Then from backend team, I get to know he's having a huge fight with his boyfriend, with her boyfriend. Then you have to, think in that way as well. Like important competition is there, maybe because of parents, maybe because of girlfriend or boyfriend, maybe because of some, if a player is a student, maybe because of the college homework, school homework, you have mental pressure. And sometimes boxers take the pressure of the opponent as well. If in an international competition you came to know my would-be opponent is an Olympic medalist, then that night prior to that fight, a boxer is not able to sleep then you need to be there as a coach with that boxer and just keep check on the mental health. Reason maybe any reason, but mental health, you have to take care of your athletes. Literally, it's like basis of any high performance stage athlete.
Okay. And we have received one more question that I think we have already spoken about. Who was your role model while growing up? So maybe if for the audience you can share your role model again.
When I started boxing, so there's one of the finest boxer in Indian boxer, Akhil Kumar. He's my husband as well. He's Olympian, Commonwealth Games medalist, Asian Games medalist. And when I used to box, I look up to him, and he has open style boxing. Everybody criticizes him. He will not able to national champion, and we used to see him. He was open guarded and just give the chance to opponent come, and he was a good counter boxer. So I learned a lot of boxing skills from him, even some of the coaching styles as well. And he is a role model for me. I learned the true sports person's spirit from him. So he is my role model.
Okay, great. So I think we have received one more question. Yes. So thank you for your insightful. I wanted to know, how do you mentally prepare yourself before a big match or competition? And how, with your best practices, have you seen changes in the performance?
See, when it comes to international tournaments, so as a coach, I used to do SWOT analysis of the opponent. What are his or her strengths? Like what style of boxer he is? What are his positive aspects? Is he doing most of the attacks, or is he defensive or counter boxer? Then I find out by the video analysis. Then I used to find out the weaknesses, and then on the basis of strength and weaknesses, I used to find out the opportunities I have got from a boxer. And then what are the threats my boxer needs to be aware about in the next bout. So by doing that SWOT analysis, like you people do in corporate world as well, after doing that SWOT analysis on the various videos available of the opponent, I used to sit with my boxer and let him or her know. See, these are the strength of your opponent. You have to be very aware about it in that ring, and these are the weaknesses we can take advantage of. So in that way, I just prepare my boxers for the international matches mentally, and apart from that, I just make my boxer to remind how much hard work he or she has done to achieve the success in life.
And how do you support the personal growth and development of athletes beyond their boxing skills? And what are the effective approaches?
See, to my every athlete, I used to tell, like, boxing is a part of your life. It's a stepping stone in your life. So you have to be complete your graduation, you have to complete your education. You should learn the sportsmanship spirit, because after the completion of your athletic career, you will be a good administrator, a good coach, maybe a businessman. So I just make them, you should have to be a good human being. If you are a good human being and you are having Olympic medal with bad habits, a good human being is far much, much better than that Olympic medal. So every time I just make my kids to be good human being with good sportsmanship spirit and learning attitude. This is the key for success. If they become good human and having the good sportsmanship spirit and learning attitude, they will surely become Olympic medalist for sure.
So these are going to be your key mantras for
Yeah.
a successful athlete. And is there any tip on how to get back on track after failure, whether it is in sports or in corporate environment?
Yeah, it's a good question. And I have faced many of the situations like this. I have seen the boxer situation when in any international competition finals, if they lose, they just throw the gloves and they will say, we're not going to box again. This is not fair. This is and all that. And then after 24 hours, we just sit being a team and just just do the evaluation of that video of that bout, and then I make my kid to learn, oh, this is your mistake, you have to work on it. Evaluation is key for, coming back in the track. We used to evaluate the whole bout, then make my kid, these are your mistake, you have to work on these, and just come back again in a very true sportsmanship manner. So evaluation, then learning, and then re-evaluation is very important.
To get back on the track.
Yes.
And of course, there's going to be failure, but then overcoming the failure and
See,
moving.
Failures are pillar of success. In this world, nobody is there who is always successful. You need you need failures sometime to learn, to make you better sports person. So failure are not bad. They should be part of your journey. Then only you become more, more competitive. You will become more. I can say a good human being, and you will experience a lot of things, and experience is always greater than knowledge. So failures are necessary in your life.
And we have one more question. Do you ever have the feeling that there are more challenges for women in boxing?
See, in any field, whether it is corporate, whether it is public or private sector, whether it is education or sports, you know uh, everywhere in the world, it's like, what should I say, men centric society. But time is changing now. Even International Olympic Committee is working on equality of men and women participation in Olympics. So challenges are there for women section, but now time has come. International firms, international federations, governments, they are thinking of equality, and it's working. You won't believe. I do remember in 2008 Olympics, Beijing Olympics, it was only 286 men boxers participating in Olympic boxing. Then slowly and steady, in 2012, 36 women introduced. Women become 250, men become 250, and 36 women boxers. Then in 2016, it becomes more, 24 boxers, then 5 to 7 weight categories. Now it's equal, 148, 148. So challenges are there for women, but now time has changed and they are competing everywhere at equal level.
So everyone is embracing diversity, and we have equal opportunities for men as well as women. Moving on to the next question. How does learning about different cultures and experience from other athletes improve an athlete? What's the winning mindset that differentiates an athlete from an Olympian?
See, I have been in national squad of Indian national squad since the last 15, 16 years. So, in India, we have got different region boxers. Some are from Northeast, having different language, different culture, different grooming, and some are from South India, literally different language, different caste, color, creed, everything. Some are from North. When you are in the national squad, 50, 60 boxers of different diverse background, you are sharing your rooms with them, you are sharing your, when you are doing training, you become sparring partners. So every day different kind of sparring partner. We learn a lot of things from each other. I do remember being a North Indian, I was having no idea about sticky rice. Then Mary Com, she used to be my roommate. She make me to cook and learn about the sticky rice. It's quite different. So it's like when it becomes to, you know, uh, uh, eating habits, when it becomes to dressing sense, you learn a lot of things and you enjoy that journey. Being a boxer, being a coach, and we are having around 300 days training camps out of the 365 days. So you are living 300 days away from your family with different kind of boxers of different background. So it becomes a family over there. Now we are good friends. We are, we invite each other in different family occasions. So sports itself is a different learning atmosphere. We enjoy it.
The next question is, what are the key factors that determine the winner in a bout between two leading boxers competing at home? That is leading boxer, your husband, Mr. Akhil Kumarji, and yourself.
Women's always win. So when it comes to taking the decisions, I'm a leader. So he loves me. So whatever the decision we take collectively, so I take the charge and we do as a team. So it's like literally a different level of life when it comes to Akhil and me.
So this is really interesting and inspiring to know all of these things. And I think uh, currently we do not have any more questions. But yes, if we have more questions, then definitely yes. So there is one more question. Would you like to quote any one match, incident, player that turned out to be a big game changer in your personal journey in the initial days of your career?
I do remember the match of Akhil Kumar. I would like to tell you this story. In during Beijing Olympics, I was in England. I was pursuing my MSc Sports Business Management from Sheffield Hallam University, and Akhil was participating in Beijing Olympics. In the pre-quarterfinals, he beat the world number one, unbeaten boxer Sergei Vodopov from Russia, and nobody have imagined like a boxer from India, a developing country boxer, will beat a world number one boxer in Olympics. He beat the world number three from France, Ali Habab. He was in quarterfinals. So everyone in the games village was saying India gold 51 kg, 54 kg, India Akhil gold. And Akhil was also confident. I have beaten the topmost boxers in my weight category. And now it's quarterfinal. Moldova is the country and I will beat him like anything. I do remember on phone, I talked to Akhil and he said, "You don't worry, you just sleep. I'm going to win tomorrow and the medal is mine." And everybody is saying I will be the Olympic champion. But the bout started. Akhil is a counter boxer. He always give chance to opponent to come and he will counter attack. In the very first, there used to be two minutes per round in 2008 Beijing Olympics. In the very first minute, Akhil was leading. Then after 1 minute of first round, he got punched in his left eye and retina got damaged. Nobody was aware about it. Not even the Akhil and the coach, the seconds, and we were like away watching the bout on the TV. So he got his left eye damaged, retina got damaged. He was not able to see from first one eye, and he start doing the attacks. In the second, third, fourth round, it was a close call. Akhil lose the bout. It was a close margin bout, 4 points. Then in the evening, when I talked to Akhil, I said, "What happened in the bout? You're a counter boxer, and suddenly you become attacker." He said, "Poonam, don't ask. My retina is damaged. I'm not able to see from my left eye." Then I said, "Why you don't tell media about it?" Then he said, "Look, if I can enjoy beating the world number one and world number three in the pre-quarter final bout, I keep the confidence in me to bear this loss as well. I'm not going to go in front of media and crying, I got injured and like this and that." He said, "If I can enjoy my winning attitude, I can also bear this loss as well. I'll improve myself. I'll come back again." And he did so. He come back in the Asian Games. He did a good comeback in the Commonwealth Game and professional boxing. So that bout I do remember. Whenever I just recall that, I've got goosebumps here. So it happens in corporate sector as well. You become, you may beat your competitors, topmost competitors. Sometimes situations within your team become so you're not able to compete the opponents who are not up to mark as well. And Moldova in that Beijing Olympics was the first ever medal got in the Olympics, Moldova. So I mean, it's all destiny as well.
And this perfectly resonate with the conversation we were having earlier that failure is a part of
Yeah.
life, and to overcome the failure and to move ahead is what is the most important thing.
True.
So, moving ahead, I think If we have more questions, then we will be really happy to take those questions. I will definitely send the questions to Miss Poonam Beniwal ji, and we will definitely answer your questions. And as we conclude this evening enriching journey of the Learning World Tour, we reflect on the inspiring session from Ms. Poonam Beniwal, a testament to resilience and diversity in the world of sports. Poonam's story is not just about her achievement, but also about breaking the barriers and fostering inclusivity. To all our colleagues across the world who followed the event, thank you so much for joining us. The replay will be available very soon. And for those who missed any part of the enriching discussion, you will have the chance to catch up. So thank you so much once again. And thank you so much, Ms.
Yeah, it's my
Poonam
pleasure.
Beniwal, for
Thank
joining
you.
the session.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.